So look at that word just right on your screen. So if you are someone very truly seeking for how to make some good money out of the forex market, you are on the right track. So if you are someone seeking for someone to want two videos on the YouTube, so you can scroll and go watch other videos. So I'm only with those who are serious seeking for how to make money out of the forex market. So what are the best time to trade forex? Remember, don't trade forex all the time, right? Placing buys and sells doesn't mean that you will be making money out of the forex market, right? For you placing buys and sell, you buy, you sell, you buy. It doesn't mean that you are going to be making money out of the forex market, right? Only trade forex at the right or at the confirmed setups. Always remember that. Don't trade forex all the time, right? So in forex there are good times to trade it, right? So let me first take an example of me as a scalper, right? Remember, to have some good trades, me as a scalper on gold, I need to trade it in times that the volatility is very high, right? So for that volatility, there are some times that it do occurs. So for example, let me give you an example. For example, you see the Asian session, right? It doesn't have that much volatility during that session. We have high volatility in the London session and the New York sessions, right? But for the Asian session, I don't recommend it for someone to trade it, because anyway, you can trade it, but as of me, I don't trade it because its volatility, it's very low. And even besides that, here it will be very, very late in our country. So it will be very, very late. So I consider volatility. So the best times to trade forex, it's during volatility. And now for the volatility, I'm not actually meaning the news, the CPI and the NFPs. I don't trade such. Yes, they are good, but for me, I don't trade NFPs and the CPI. So for me, I basically wait for the London or the New York session. Those are the sessions that I do trade. And if my setup fails in one of the first session, then I probably wait for the next session so that I can trade. I don't place buys and sells at the same time. Having a buy, having a sell, having a... Where are you going? The market has been there before even you were born, and it will still be there. So don't panic. If you don't see your setup forming on the trading view, don't enter into a trade. The market has been there and it will always be there. Wait for the setup to occur. Otherwise, you will start regretting and you start saying that forex is a scam, what and what. Yet for you yourself, you are the one scamming yourself. So always wait for the setup to occur. Be patient enough. Be patient enough and be disciplined. Just because your setup meets all your required rules doesn't mean that it will always be 100% correct. If you are risking, let me say, 5% of your account, stick to that, even if you have made some good wins, some good wins consistently. Don't increase your risk or your lot size just because of the recent wins that you have had. Be consistent and following the rules, right? So the best times are during the New York session and the